Hello, Well Love Moms. Oh, Lordy. Hello, Well of Moms. I think Facebook is recording now. Yeah, I think we're good. Hello, Well of Moms. How's it going? My name is Alexandra Loves. If you're watching this video from the very beginning, you might want to fast forward just a little bit because I'm going to welcome people in. Just give them a moment to notice that this is happening on the wall. I'm going to give myself a moment here to check and see if it's actually coming up on the page. I might seem technologically advanced, but I'm not. I bet you know how that is. Okay, so I'm just gonna check on the page here, Wall of Moms. I'm here to, yes, it is on the page. Okay, so I'm here to give you all some feedback and talk to you about some things I'm noticing in the group. And again, if you're just joining me, just know that I'm just gonna welcome some people in. Um, I'm just gonna welcome some people in. So if you are here, you have time to go get water or use the bathroom before I actually start. So welcome, Wall of Moms. Okay, hello. My name is Alexandra Loves. Thank you to those of you who've been reaching out. Thank you to those of you who have been um, active and sticking it out and digging in. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to give it just a couple more minutes to let people come in. I see the numbers are rising a little bit. I'm just here to give some suggestions. Hello, Wall Moms. Let me know. You know, this medium is really hard for me because I'm looking at a screen of myself and I need to know that you're here. So please, can you put in the comments, and this is part of the practice that we need to be in Wall of Moms. Can you be in the practice of saying hello in the comments? Let me know you're here. Let me know where you're coming from. Give me a word that says how your day has been so far. How has your day been so far? Give me a word in the comments. This way I know you're with me. This way I know that you're picking up what I'm putting down. Let me know in the comments here because it's weird to look at this video and not know not know if you're seeing this at all. Angela says, "Hello there, Alexandra. Hi. Hey there, Alexandra. Hey, how's it going?" Again, welcome everybody. I'm just in here to give some feedback and provide some help. I am able to do a live video because I am one of the admins and on the leadership team right now here at Wall of Moms. Hello, please give me a hello and let me know where you're coming from. Give me a word. Let me know how your day was. I'll get started in just a moment here. Angela, they got a little better. Your vibe is so healing. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel good. I feel good. I've been taking care of myself a little more than I had been this week. I had to sort of like step back and just be like, oh, self-care. I've not been doing it the way I should. So thank you. Maybe that's emanating out. I don't know. Brenna says, hi, hello. Okay, so I'm going to get started. Please, again, if you're watching, let me know in the comments if you dig what I'm saying. You know, because I just need this interaction is important. It's important for how we grow as well as moms, and also it's important because I'm just staring at a screen. It's hard to know like if you're understanding what I'm saying, right? Okay, so hello from Pittsburgh. All right, Pittsburgh, splendid. I love that word, splendid, splendid, splendid. All right, good job. All right, yeah, with the self care, yeah. Okay, so I want to make something real clear first. Antoinette brought me in as an admin and to be in leadership in Wall of Moms. All of the leadership has different ways of doing things. You're going to resonate with some of the stuff some of us say, and you're going to not resonate with some of the stuff we say. You all are leaders of your own life. Let your own brains work and make decisions for yourself. You know, just take it in and make whatever decision you need to. Okay? We that's the best way to go through life, right? Is take what you need and the rest, you know, leave it for someone else. Okay? So One of the reasons she brought me in is because I do anti-racist training from a spiritual perspective. I have a program called Black Mentor for white people who are ready, because my knowing is that for us to fix this problem of racism, this evil, divisive entity that is racism, and to end white supremacy, we need white people to commit to a lifetime of creating anti-racism culture. And you can take all the anti-racism trainings and read all the books, but if you don't do that work within, that spirit work within, and I'm not talking denominational, I'm talking about your spirit, your soul, you might call it your soul. If you don't do that work within, then it doesn't have longevity. All of that work doesn't have anywhere to anchor itself to. All the books you read and all that doesn't have anywhere to anchor itself to. So that is a big part of my work, and it is one of the reasons that Antoinette and I connected. And so she brought me in to bring this into, this is some of the work that I bring into this group. So, having said that, if you want to know more about that, of course, you can check me out. You can go to my page, alexandraloves.com. There's an S on the end of loves. Okay, so now that I've said that, one of the things that I've been noticing, oh, the other thing I wanted to say, what I'm saying right now, I'm not speaking on behalf of the admins. I'm speaking from my place of expertise, of being somebody who does this anti-racism work, but also somebody who is an entrepreneur and builds businesses, and I help other people build their businesses, and a lot of it on social media. Understand how social media works and how people work on social media, why they come to social media, how they consume social media, and then how they process it through their reptilian brain, but also through this eye, this sort of like internal eye that we all have. Okay, so hello, welcome everybody. I'm just here to give some feedback and suggestions. Let me know where you're coming from. Okay, remember, this is weird. I'm looking at a computer screen. I don't know if you're there unless you comment. So let me know where you're coming from. Give me a word on how your day is. So one of the things I'm speaking from my expertise. I'm not speaking on behalf of all the admins or the leadership teams in this. This is something that this is one of the reasons I'm here, is to help you with some of how you're interacting. So as we know, a lot of what was going on in this group was like fighting with people. As we can see, as much as us as admins can go through and like try to like rebalance, we're talking about divisive issues. We all have different levels of learning. We all have different understandings of racism. We all have, wherever we all have different levels of where we are. And so, of course, because we're talking about a divisive issue and because it's social media and we're online, there's going to be, in any group, there's going to be some disputes. And so, of course, that's still going on in this group. It's a lot less than when we came into it a week ago. It's way less, but it's still happening. And that's okay. This is part of, being able to, fighting is just going to be something that we're gonna deal with. So, one thing that feeds some of the fightings, one thing that sort of feeds people getting off subject, off topic, which is Black Lives Matter. That's what we're here for, correct? You dig? We're here for Black Lives Matter. One of the things that is throwing people off is basically is that we're dealing with racism. This is divisive in and of itself. It was created to separate us. Okay, this is one of the big things that we are all affected by, that is probably always going to cause some sort of fight. All right. The other thing is that we're on social media, and from seeing the posts, this is my particular suggestion. I'm one of the admins, so I do see and approve or disapprove posts. And one thing that I'm noticing is that, hello, welcome. One of the things that I'm noticing is that there is this sort of drop in of, here's an abuse that happened. Here's somebody that got hurt. Here's another Black person being abused. This is sad. This is disgusting, right? Now, there's many thoughts on this, on how to do this. And there's many different ways that we can interact with these types of posts. Before I got to this group, one of the things I noticed, after the execution of George Floyd, the lynching of George Floyd. Get comfortable with saying things like this. Sorry, this is a side note. Get comfortable with saying things like the execution of, and not what happened to George Floyd. Name it for what it is. Because part of sweeping it under the rug is saying, oh, that poor man, that thing that happened to him. No, no, no. The execution of George Floyd, the lynching of George Floyd. Doesn't matter what color you are. Get used to naming it for what it is so it doesn't disappear. It's the same as say their names. Don't let it disappear. Say it for what it is. Call it for what it is. Help people around you get emboldened with calling it for what it is so they can look at it. All of this work, let me tell you something. All this work, Black Lives Matter, for you, for everybody, especially you, white people who are listening, people who identify as white, is looking at the darkness within. Looking at your darkness within is one of the keys to you being able to commit to a lifetime of creating anti-racist work, okay? A culture of anti-racism. Don't water it down because you feel uncomfortable. Exactly. And don't water it down because someone else told you you needed to. Because sometimes it's like you feel uncomfortable, right? But then sometimes it's like you're confused and you don't know what to do. Just don't water it down. Yeah, you're going to make mistakes, all right? Yes, you are. And yes, you might get attacked. Keep going. Figure out a way to keep going. This is part of what you're going to learn in this group. You don't quit anymore. This is one of the privileges you have, as this is one of the white privileges that you have, is that you can walk away from this at any time you want. But I'm encouraging you to stay because you have power and you can do something about this. You have more power to do something about this than I do. That's part of my job, is to help you do that. You got to look at the darkness within, and you can do it. You were born specifically at this time. You're born specifically at this time to do this work right now. That's why you're in this group. That's why you're attracted, I should say. That's why you're attracted to being in this group. Someone says, I have been doing the Me and White Supremacy book by Layla Seed for the second time. I highly recommend it to any white people I know. Yes. This is on my reading. I have a long reading list. This is actually on a reading list, and this is a book. If somebody would post a link to that book, if somebody can, I believe that's also an audiobook now. Yeah, I'm here. I'm with you. Yeah, listening. Yes, please. Yeah, let me know. It's really difficult for me to be looking at the screen without knowing how you all feel. So comment. Let me know. I will answer your questions. I'm going to go on. So going back, the lynching, the execution of George Floyd, what I started noticing was an uptick. This was already happening. But what I started noticing was an uptick of people posting, this bad thing happened to a black person, and this bad thing, now from everyone, white people and black people. I happen to be in Portland, so I have, and I also used to live in Boulder, Colorado. These are the two whitest cities in the United States. And so I have a lot of white friends on my Facebook, because that's when I started Facebook, is when I was living in those places. When I got on Facebook, I was living in those places. And I started noticing how much white people were posting about this guy got beat up, this girl got lynched, this, but nothing else. It was just like posts. It was just like not even a line. It would just be like, this is horrible, and then the post, and to be like a picture of a black man on the street with a knee on his neck. This makes me sad, and then or this is terrible, it should stop. Okay, while it's important for people to not turn away and look at the darkness, my personal suggestion to you is to use this type of posting when you want to share the abuse and oppression of black people. My suggestion is to use it as an opportunity for you to take action and learn, and to encourage other people to take action and learn. Otherwise, and this is what I was seeing a lot of white women constantly posting the abuse of black people that they thought people should know about, and that was the thing that they were doing. That was the action that they were taking. It's not enough. It's not enough to just post the abuse of black people and the oppression of black people. Here's I think we can. Are you with me? Do you dig? Before I go on, do you dig? Are you with me? Let me know in the comments. I'm not going on until I see that people are getting what I'm saying. Are you with me? Even if you're confused and you're like, okay, where's she gonna land with this? Like, let me know if you're listening at least. Let me know. Reading, discussing how to be anti-racist in a book club. Very great conversation. Awesome. Let me know in the comments. Are you with me? Are you listening? Do you understand? Do you know this experience? Do you know this experience? When you see the just constant posting of the abuse of black people getting arrested and killed, and you're just seeing, right? Okay, this is part of the white supremacism in our culture. It does not mean that you are a white supremacist. It does not mean that you are actively, consciously, it doesn't mean that you are consciously being a white supremacist if you're doing this. This is not to shame you or guilt you or judge you. I'm here to invite you to understand what's going on and maybe make a different choice and take an opportunity to do it differently, to have real effect, okay? Get your feelings about am I doing it wrong? Get out of those feelings. There's no room anymore. Black Lives Matter. We don't have time for those feelings. We need you to move forward. We need you to take different action. We need you to go, I made a big mistake, I'm embarrassed, but I'm going to keep going. That attitude is what you need to learn if you don't have it already, and you can do it, okay? Thanks for calling me out. I'm with you. Oh, yeah, I hear you. Okay, so listening closely, yes, 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 yes. Okay, yes, listening and guilty. That's okay. Look, we're all guilty of something here, okay? But look, we're here together. We can do this together. And yes, we can do stuff that I've done stuff that I'm embarrassed about. I'm not a guru ascended master sitting on a tree here with my feathers to condemn you. No. I'm here to tell you what I learned from my own experiences, and also seeing and also working with white women who are dealing with this in my own Black mentorship for white people who are ready program. And I'm taking all of this together, and I'm here with an invitation for you. I'm giving you an opportunity here, okay? Lots of white women seeking validation on how down they are. Yeah, that can be part of it too. Esteem is part of this too. Okay? I want to be so woke that I'm just going to share all this stuff so people know. All right? Maybe that's an esteem thing. Okay? Have a higher esteem in your ability to learn how to do this different. Okay? Growth mindset. You're awesome. Thank you. Great educator. Thank you. Okay. So, Angela, thank you. Okay. So, rewinding my brain a little bit because I lost sight a little bit. It's easy to do when you have a lot to say. Okay. Okay. So, consuming Facebook. Let's talk about that. Now, I'm talking to you from a marketing standpoint. I'm talking to you from a consumption standpoint. This is what I learned about how people consume in Facebook. Most people come to Facebook, even if they're coming to learn something, most people come to Facebook for entertainment. Facebook is set up to be a social entertainment place. Over the years, as Facebook has been part of our culture, and the more time you spend on Facebook, we are interacting with a program that programs us as we program it. As we program it, it programs us. As we program it, it programs us. The program is social entertainment and stimulation. That's why we have in our culture now swiping. We swipe up. I was swiping on Facebook. I was scrolling through Facebook. Scroll down to find this thing. Click here. Stimulation, Facebook, stimulation, right? I don't have to show up as my full person on Facebook. I just show up as an avatar of this avatar on Facebook. You dig? You hear what I'm saying? Some of my filters are off. Some of my human personal filters are off. Sometimes I interact on Facebook how I wouldn't interact with somebody who's in front of me. Would I go up to a black person if it wasn't on Facebook and say, did you hear about the guy who died over here? Did you hear about the guy who got lynched? Did you see about the girl who got beat up by the cop? Did you? No. But on Facebook, that's what's going on. You dig? You understand? Do you understand? Yes? Okay. So how we consume Facebook, even if we're coming for an education purpose, even if we're coming because of a cause, is quick stimulation, quick clicking, quick uh, that's why for a lot of you, especially a lot of you who are sensitive or feeling sensitive right now, or like empathic, or you're feeling that thing within you that's like opening up and awakening. That's why a lot of you, when you go to Facebook for a long time, you feel drained, you feel irritable, you feel aggressive, you feel weird because this Facebook is literally sucking the energy out of you. You are processing so much information by swiping. All right? You are being programmed by what you see. This is why news people come to see things on Facebook. This is why people don't read full articles on Facebook. This is also why sensational news, which has had a history of misleading titles and crazy titles, this is why headlines have to have the most catchy, fear baiting, sensational titles, and it gets more and more bizarre. You've noticed the titles get more and more bizarre to get you to click on them, because people don't come to Facebook to learn. They don't come to Facebook to read. They come to Facebook for entertainment and stimulation. So then you get these titles that are like, wah, 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 and it's really not that big of a deal. It's just like the new piece of information that you might want to learn about. Wah, 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 please click on me, please. Okay, so now, do you understand what I'm saying about how people consume Facebook? When you're consuming all this stuff, you're getting exhausted with images. You're taking it, and you might not even know. It's like this. Remember in those old movies, and it'd be like they're sending you subliminal messages, and it would be like a movie reel, and then it'd be like a blip of an image, and you'd be like, oh, what was that? Right? Or you might not notice at all. It's like that. You're just taking it in. So, are you with me? Are you understanding? Yeah. I'm so grateful for you using your precious time to educate us. To educate us. Look, this is a calling. This is also what I do professionally. I help white people deal with this stuff on an inner level. You can always check that out at my website. It's called it's alexandraloves.com. It's a Black Mentor tab. It's important to share this in this group because this is a big group of people who joined because they wanted to do something about Black Lives Matter, because they wanted to learn. This group is a group that has the power to do something. And so I'm doing my very best to help invite you into a different way of doing it, to give you some sort of leadership from a Black life, to help you understand the bigger version of what Black Lives Matter really means, because it's not just about saving a Black life. That's not the only problem that Black lives have. It's in our economy. It's in how we understand how to take care of ourselves, or the time or resources we have to do it. It's about generational wealth. It's about how we interact with the world around us. It's about all of us in this country being lost and stolen and runaway people. All of us. Okay? There's so much about Black life that I know a lot of you don't totally understand, and you want to know more. Okay? The work for you is going to be within. You have to do this work within you first and understand some of these things so that you can be about Black Lives Matter for and doing anti-racism work for a lifetime and creating that culture within white culture. You all have the power to, I can't do it for you, but you all have the power if you're starting to understand some of these things and then teaching people, okay? So, somebody says, I submitted my info to the mentorship program today. I look forward to working with you. Okay. All right. So how to transform ancestral guilt in a productive way. Not acting out to prove it's not me. Okay. I'll get to that question in a minute. Okay. So now we understand how we're consuming Facebook, right? Thank you for the feedback. I love the comments. I love the feedback. I love the comments. So now we understand how we consume Facebook. All right. So imagine that what we're seeing on Facebook is just Black abuse, Black oppression, Black abuse, with nothing but people writing. Sometimes people are not writing at all, writing anything with it at all. They're just writing, this is sad, this is gross, this is sad, this is gross, and that's the action they're taking. And then all the people in the comments are going, yeah, it's really sad, I wish this would stop. Yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, I know. And then of course you have the whole camp that's like, but this happens to white people too, and taking the center off of what that particular post is about. I'm not gonna get into that too much. But so here's an opportunity we're missing. That it doesn't make any sense anymore to think that your action is just spreading the images of black abuse, because that's all. It's like oppression porn. Here we're in a place where we're stimulated, black abuse, black abuse, black abuse, black abuse. That's sad, that's gross, this guy, I don't like this. What does that do? If we're here for Black Lives Matter, how is that helping? If you're here for Black Lives Matter, you must take action. If you're here for Black Lives Matter, you must think outside of the box. If you're here for Black Lives Matter, you got to get uncomfortable. If you're here for Black Lives Matter, you got to do the work. So, as I scroll through, because I'm an admin on this page, and I look at some of the posts, there's some people who the thing that they contribute to this group, and maybe on their personal pages too, I don't know, is here's another abuse of a black person, here's another abuse of black, and that's all they're doing. And so I'm going to suggest to you to do this differently, and here are my suggestions. First, and I made a little like meme or whatever you call them picture that explains this. I've posted them in the page. I'll post it again in the comments once this video goes up so you can have it. Share away, okay? Anti-racist posting on social media with a focus on Black lives. Okay, so first think before you post. All right? Before you post, what is your intention with posting it? I'm asking you to think about it before you post. You dig? When we're talking about anti-racism work, we're talking about Black lives. Take a breath and think about how you're interacting with Black lives before you interact. Take a breath and think about it. Okay? Why am I posting this picture of a 6-year-old girl being beat up by the police, black girl being beat up by the police? What's my intention with this? What is it? Why am I posting this? Is it because I want people to think I'm woke? Well, then deal with that. Do this inner work inside you right here. Why is it important if I'm really about Black lives? Why is it important that people know that I am woke about it? Is that really what's going to help Black lives? What's your intention? You dig? You understand this? There's 39 people watching right now, 41 people watching right now. Tell me in the comments, do you understand? Asking your intention first. Why do I want to post yet another abuse or oppression of a black person? Who is going to get something out? Is it because I want people to learn? Is it because I want people to be aware that this is going on in my area? Is it because this is the only thing I know how to do? Figure out your intention first before you post, because people consume on Facebook like this. It's fast. It's furious. Okay? People don't come to Facebook to really learn or read. They come to see and absorb. If I'm going to post this graphic picture of abuse or oppression, what is my intention? Yes. Pamela, I'm mad and frustrated. Yeah, not as much as I am. We all are. We all got fucked by racism. Some more than others, right? Some are at the bottom of the power structure. Some of us aren't. But yeah, we all got fucked by white supremacy and racism. It's one of the reasons why we have to work together. I still don't see a way to do it separately. Okay. The second part is, how does this posting, if I'm going to post black abuse and oppression, if I'm going to post about a lynching, if I'm going to post about another picture of a dead black person, if I'm going to post another picture of a knee on a neck, how does this posting support what I want to see in this world? What do you want to see in the world, Wall Moms? What do you want to see in the world? Why are you in this group? Why do you fight over words in this group? Why are you at each other's throats? Is it because of Black Lives Matter? Why when you make one mistake or when somebody speaks to you aggressively or assertively do you quit? How does what you're posting support what you want to see in the world? What do you want to see in the world? Tell me in the comments, what do you want to see in the world? My job is to help you. My ultimate job, not just admin, my ultimate job in this world, one of my spiritual callings in this world is to help create, is to help get you to committing to a lifetime of creating an anti-racist culture. The only way that this gets fixed, really, I'm going to be honest with you here, is if white people commit to a lifetime of creating anti-racist culture. It's the way, and you can do it. It takes you, not that one over there, not that person over there, you. And you can do it. You were born specifically at this time with power. You were born specifically at this time with wisdom and the ability to understand what your purpose and role is in this. What do you want to create in this world? If you're going to post the abuse of black bodies as a white person, if you're going to post the oppression, and you're going to add into this world of Facebook where people are here for stimulation, will you take the opportunity to make that post something that supports what you want to see in this world? What do you want to see in this world? Somebody says, I check myself before posting, and 99% of the time it is emotionally driven underneath ego driven. Hence, don't post much. Want to see change. That's really honest. Thank you, Elizabeth. People are saying what they want to see is progress, liberation. Angela says, I want 400 years of oppression to end so maybe my son can see the change. And he answered, so the son answered, hello, little son. And he said, no violence. That's what he wants to see happen. Okay, intention, to reach white people, some of the history is unknown to us, yes. She also says white indignation. Okay, there's 61 people here. What do you want to create in this world? That's my question to you. I'm going to keep going, but please put it in the comments. What do you want to see in this world? Part of what's important in this group, Wall of Moms, is that we all get active. Not all of you are going to go to the front lines. Okay. Not all of you are, and now I have people in my inbox who don't want to say. Somebody said post my website. Okay. This is where you find me. Black mentor for white people who are ready. It's part of the work I do. I do spiritual work with people and mentor work. That's my website. But listen, everybody in my inbox, just come post in the comments. I'm not here to judge or shame you or guilt you. That's not what I'm here to do. It doesn't do shutting you down. I might call you out, I might call you up. I might say that's not okay, but I will stay as long as you show up in respect. I will stay and have the conversation. I will give you the grace for the shitty situation we're all in. Okay? But I'm also not going to bullshit you. So come to the comments. Let me know. What kind of world do you want to see? I want to see soulful celebration and appreciation of differences so that we live in peace and love. That's Stacy. Thank you, Stacy. Jenny, peace that will come from the equal justice. We all have a part in that. Yang, more of you. Thank you for that. Thank you. I want to see more of you. You joined Wall of Moms for a purpose. You want to support Black Lives Matter. White people, those of you who are identifying as white people, you have a lot of work to do, and I'm here to support you in that. You got to know what kind of world, you have to know what your intentions are clearly, and you need to know what you want to see in this world. Now, back to posting. So, for those of you who are catching up, I'm in the back, I'm watching people post, and I am bringing this opportunity, this invitation to you. Thank you for your honesty, says Pamela. Thank you for your honesty. Okay? So, here's an opportunity. And again, I don't speak for all the admins. We aren't a monolith. Okay, so you'll learn that. This is one of the things you'll learn with the new leadership team here, is that though we work in uniformity, we don't always think the same way. And so I'm telling you here, I'm saying stuff about being an admin, but what I'm sharing with you right now are is my work, how I look at things. That's why I'm saying that's why you're not hearing me say this is how you have to do it in the page. I'm saying I'm giving you an opportunity to do this differently in a way that I find is very effective. That's going to feel better to you and is going to affect change. It's going to be how you create. This is a way for you to create anti-racist culture and how to teach others to do it, because part of your job, white people, is to talk to other white people. You might be white people that are listening to me, but I'll tell you what, in the walk of life, in this skin, with this melanin, there's a lot of white people who don't like my presence. There's a lot of white people who don't want to listen to me. There's a lot of white people who are listening to me. These structures weren't built to listen to me. This country wasn't built to support me and uplift me. You have a white card, use it. You have white privilege, use it. Use it. Stop being guilt about it. If somebody's yelling you about it, say, okay, move on, get out of there. Use your white privilege. Talk to other white people, teach them these things. They will listen to you. They're not always going to listen to me. Most of the time, a lot of my life is that they attack me for mentioning anything. And I'll say it with far more nice. I used to say things with far more niceness and kindness and meekness, because it was the only way that white people would listen to what I had to say. And even then, they weren't really listening. You have an opportunity here to do this differently. You have an opportunity here to be a peaceful warrior. You have an opportunity, and by that I don't mean by the buzzword peaceful warrior. I mean that to do this work, what I'm saying, these things that are conceptually simple, but then to do them over and over again, that's like going through a war within yourself and with the people around you, especially for those who are in families that have, racist families. Do you dig? Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay. A big part of what I see in the world is happening in this very moment. I'm watching you and listening to you, seeing white women and black women working together to end racism. I'm 75 years old. I did civil rights work in the 60s. What's happening now is something I've seen happen before my lifetime. There's so much power in what's happening. What's happening now? Do you mean, Leah? Do you mean what's happening now is something I've seen happen before my lifetime, or do you mean what's happening now is something I've never seen before in my lifetime? There's so much power in what's happening. I just want to get clear on that. Let me know, Leah. I want my mom, Linnea, I think. I want all moms to know their kids are coming home safe from the store or the park or bike ride down the street. Eddie is saying, to ambassadors for the cause. Leah saying, thank you so very much. Deanna saying, I appreciate your message. I booked a mentor. Okay, so we'll work together. Yes, everybody is welcome to mentor sessions. They're guilt-free, shame-free. If that's what you want to do, if you want to do this work inside, again, all the books you read, all the anti-racist trainings, it won't have anywhere to anchor unless you do the spiritual work inside. Let me tell you something, white people. Your connection to your spirit, the indigenous ways that connect you to the divine, all of that was robbed from you way far back. That was robbed from you as well, before 500 years ago. That's how you ended up with so much legacy in your name of racism, because you were also robbed of your connection to spirit, divine spirit, and spirit of the earth. You were robbed of that. That might be part of the hole you might be filling. That might be part of some of the defensiveness you might be feeling. That might be part of the lostness you might be feeling right now in these times. You have to do this spiritual work within. Again, for those of you who are like, what is she talking about? It's non-denominational. Everybody has spirit. This is not a religious thing. Everybody has spirit. You have power. Use your power. Okay. Thank you for helping me and all of us learn white privilege is a force of good. Good tribute. Angela, heart. We have to begin these conversations with our own families, white people. Yes, this is a big thing I help people with there's a threefold tool. If you go to my YouTube or on my Alexandra Loves Facebook page, go to my Alexandra Loves page, click Black Mentor. When you go to the bottom, I posted 3 videos. One video is called the threefold tool. This is the tool that you use to talk to the hard conversations with your family members. Okay, I'll come back and talk about that next week in this group about the tool that you use. I don't want to take up more time because I'm almost at 41 minutes. I haven't gotten through this yet, but I want to make sure that you know that you have access. It's called the threefold tool. Go to Alexandra Loves. There's an S on the end of Loves. Click Black Mentor. Go to the bottom. Threefold tool. That is the tool that you use to have the hard conversations with your friends and family, so you don't have to cancel them out, but you can affect change. Okay, it's warrior work. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm not ready to go downtown Portland. It scares me. I'm reading So You Want to Talk About Race. That's a great book by, I always say her name wrong, Iwoma Olu. That's a great book. She's reading it with her daughter. Yes, teach our kids. I'm learning and listening. I've gone to rallies out here in the suburbs to use my voice. I'm an educator in elementary school using my voice there too. Good. I'm doing my best to use my card. Use those cards. Use your white card. Use them. Use those white cards. I own that. I don't want to see change. Celebrating all of our differences and specialness. Our parents are calling me the protester with love. I mean, I've never seen, honestly, there's a part of resistance and pushback even when whites talk with each other, with other whites, but I'll keep those doors open. The conversation alive. You're right. They have to happen. Yes. Look, we're talking about white supremacy and racism. It's built to be, it's poison. It's godless. It is an abomination of this world. So anytime you touch it, even if you have the best intentions, you're going to get dirt on you. You're dealing with poison. So this is why you're hearing all this stuff about peaceful warriors. You have to be a warrior. You have to preserve life. You have to keep going. As a black person, I live that. I am a holder of many white purges. Okay? As white people, you can walk away from it any time. So you have to have courage, and you have to be this peaceful warrior, right? I mean, okay, I'm not going to tell you how to be a warrior, but I encourage you to be a peaceful warrior and continuing to go on and don't quit. Now, as far as going to the front lines is not for everybody. Going to the protests is not for everybody, but there are other ways, and you can be effective, and you can still teach other people. Leah said, I was writing too fast. I meant what Leah was saying was this is brand new. So how she's seeing the leadership and how she's seeing we work together, I believe from your last comment, Leah, is what she's seeing is brand new. Angela Davis recently said that this is a confluence of events that is something she said she didn't expect to see in her lifetime. I feel that way too. Yes, because we're in the middle, we're in a crowning period. That's why Corona is named Corona. We're in the you mothers know this. There is destruction that happens while the birth happens at the same time. We're in that crowning period. We're in that crowning period where the first big tears happen as the new life enters from one dimension, from the womb into the next, which is this dimension. We're in that time right now. Things are not going to be the same as they were before. We are building a new world. We're always building a new world, but we are literally building a world that is not going to be recognizable by how we were living before. We do it together. We can't do it the way we were doing it before. You dig? Do you understand? Can these videos be shared on social media? I'll tell you what, I will download this and put it on my YouTube, so you can go to my YouTube, find me on Alexandra Loves on YouTube and subscribe and get notifications. When I finally upload it, you'll see this video. I'll bring it over there. Okay? Yes, Teresa, Pam is saying yes. By the way, I love heart combinations. Dazzle me with your heart combinations. Pam just used the red, yellow, green, black combination. I love it. I love heart combinations. So bring me those. My new favorite right now is black, blue, red, or any combination of black, blue, red. I like that combination. Okay, there are other ways to be involved in protests. Our children too. Okay, so I'm just so excited that you're here communicating with me, so I'm going to go on. Okay, I'm sorry this is a long video, but this is one that you might want to tag other Wild Moms friends in. Okay, so just to review. Posting abuse and oppression pictures of black people either in this group or on Facebook page. I'm inviting you into something that you can do differently. An opportunity to do it differently. I got the black, blue, red hearts. Okay. That is one. Ask yourself, what's my intention in posting this way? Knowing now how people consume on Facebook, how they consume images on Facebook. All right. Two, how does this support what I want to see the world? That question also asks you, what do you want to see in the world? We have some really good answers here. If you're confused, look at the comments. Look at the comments in this post. It's okay to be confused. It's okay not to know. It's okay that you got shut down once. It's okay that you made mistakes. Come back. You're a peaceful warrior. You were born in this time for a reason. Be the warrior that you are. Start over again. Don't quit because you can. Come back. Okay? You're capable. Look at these look at these comments that these women are making about what they want to see in the world. Start from there. You can change it later. All right? So what do I want to see in the world? So here's my suggestion. You see the post about the girl who got hanged in her town. All right? You see the post about the next person who's dying, the next child who is dying with a knee on their neck. Okay? Let's call, and remember, we're going to start calling things for what they are. The execution of George Floyd. The invasion and murder. Bloody murder of Breonna Taylor. Call it for what it is, not what happened. Okay? Not that thing that happened. Not what's happening right now. Call it for what it is. Let people understand and process what is happening. Okay? So the first thing you're going to do, and this is an opportunity for you to create an anti-racist culture and teach other people to do it. The first thing is you're going to add a personal message to that post. Okay? Say why you are posting. I have a plaque that says all this. I will post it in the comments after this video goes up. You don't have to remember this right now. Just absorb. One, add a personal message to that post about why you are posting. Remember, you've already answered the questions. What's my intention of posting this? And how does posting this support what I want to see in the world? So include that. One, to this oppression and abuse of Black people post that you're going to do, add a personal message to the post and why you are posting. Not one line. This is disgusting. I saw this. I don't like the way this is going. This is not okay for these reasons. I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn more about this. I think that we should really be looking at this because this is something that's not stopping. Because you know what? People, when they hear what you have to say, when you put something on that post and they're seeing this oppression, people are going to come to your page to see what's up with you. Whether they like you or not, they're going to see what's up with you. So talk in a way that reflects how you want to see this world. If there's a chance that they go past just the looking at the image, you want your words to matter. Okay? That's the first thing. Second, post a call to action. And I'm going to make this quick because I got to go. Post a call to action. The call to action can be, we're protesting about this over here. I'm going to ask you to come. Who's coming with me? Let me know in the comments. The call to action can be like, we're going to sign this petition. Let me know in the comments once you've signed this petition. The call to action can be, I want to educate myself on this over here. Get people accountable. So not just read this for your education, but say, once you've read this, let us know what you think in the comments. Get people accountable. Okay? Calls to action. Last, handle the comments in your post. Remind people that you're asking them to take action. So all those people who are used to coming to Facebook to get the simulation, they see the abuse or oppression of Black people, and they're like, oh, that's sad. That's disgusting. I wish this wasn't so. That's not enough. We all know now here, right? We all know here right now that that's not enough. Deciding that something's sad, deciding that seeing a Black man hanging in the tree is sad is not enough, is it? Seeing a 16-year-old girl getting beat up and saying, oh, they'll handle it. That's not enough. That's why you're here. That's why you're in Wall of Moms, to do something. So when you post these things, handle the comments. Take that responsibility. Now, that doesn't mean you have to have a fight with everybody in your comments. It just means, hey, I had this call to action of reading the article. I'm trying to, just let them know. I'm trying to encourage people to take action and to do something differently. Will you read that article and let me know what you think? Somebody says that's disgusting. Yeah, it's disgusting, and I really want people to get involved. would you be willing to get involved with me and read and take this action that I say in the comments? They're going to say yes or no. Look, I'm going to give you a tip here. Don't get in fights about what if they say no. That's a whole other thing. You can say why not and all that stuff, and maybe you should have that conversation. But at first, when you're starting, just deal with the people who are like, you're right, I posted I'm sad and what I really wanted. I'm going to go read that thing. Encourage those people. Let people who are watching you see you encourage the people who are taking action. Okay? You dig? Do you understand everything I'm saying? Yes? Again. We can be doulas during this crowding. Yes. Yes. Not really meant as a joke. I didn't think it was meant as a joke. Yes. Okay. Please check your inbox, says Antoinette. I gotta go. I love you all. Thank you. Again, find me and my work at alexandraloves.com. I'm also on YouTube. I'm also on Facebook as Alexandra Loves. Again, I'm speaking from my expertise and my perspective. I look forward to working. I have a Black mentorship program for white people who are ready. Come check me out. I either resonate with you or not. I don't know. Thank you for being active in Wall of Moms. If you see, here's how you can help. Now I'm speaking as an admin. Here's how you can help us, white people. Talk to your other white people in a way that progress can happen. You don't have to be in a fight. You don't have to be in a fight. You can be in a dialogue. You don't have to fight each other. As a matter of fact, it doesn't help at all for you to fight each other or to fight us, okay? I love you all. Recap. I will stop this video so you can rewind, and then last, I will take this video off and put it on my YouTube so you can share it. I suggest just go over to my YouTube, Alexandra Loves, and then just click subscribe and notifications, and that way you'll know when it comes up later today. I love you all. As an admin, please, in this group, be active. Be active in this group, okay? Big love to you all. Okay, bye.